Welcome to my community in Northern Illinois. It's March 11th, 2022. Just 9 more days until the official first day of spring. What I love about Northern Illinois are the four seasons. Right now you can see a little bit of snow and some dry, light grass in this open space behind us and in people's yards. That part I'm not so wild about. It pretty much is the joy of many landowners, and they're looking forward to adding their weed preventions and pesticides and fertilizers so they make it nice and green and mow it, and it pretty much looks the same. It's just greener. You don't really see too many flowers in this area, and as well, you do not see that much in biodiversity. What I love about native gardens, as we wander back to my backyard next to this area, you can see kind of a crazy mishmash of dried up plants and a little bit of grass. And you're saying, well, gosh, is that beautiful? It is to me. When fall ends and winter begins, you leave the plants behind for the garden. And what this does is it provides protection and shelter for animals. It provides some seeds and nourishment for the animals that are here during the winter or passing through. And it also gives you shelter for them to burrow into the mud and be protected and be ready to come out when the plants grow up. And these plants will just stay here, and you can even see a few leaves at the bottom of them. And it's about this time of year we start mowing down the plants that are above ground. And by doing this, we give them room and space to grow again. And what's amazing is native plants have very deep roots, and it doesn't harm at all to be mowed down. But meanwhile, it's a little bit of an interesting mess, and we're looking forward to seeing what else would come up. Now, some of the insects, a lot of insects in fact, will burrow underground during the winter to be protected and be starting to come up as the plants they need start growing. And one thing you can do as a native garden owner, besides have a nice comfy seat as the garden grows so you can enjoy everything, is you can put up bee houses or bee hotels for many of the solitary bees, which are the primary native bees that we have in this area. And this is an example of what they call a bee hotel. This one I bought. You can make your own, but these reed tubes and other openings give room for the bees to come in and out. And they need fresh areas every year. So right now, if there are bees burrowed in the ground, they come out about now or soon, and they're looking for a new place to live and lay their eggs and put in food for the larvae. And that's timed with the plants that have the pollen they need to do this. And so that's one great thing you can do for our native bees, who are great pollinators and so forth. And you can see in my garden, I have a lot of grasses that are very tall. I also have various plants that we'll start seeing pretty early, like foxglove beard tongue in May, which will be great for a lot of the earlier pollinators that are either migrating through or flower visitors who just want the nectar, and as well as the bees that are coming out. And so we're looking forward to things like the foxglove beard tongue in May, and various other flowers you want to plant through all the seasons. So in another, right now it's a high of 37, and by the first day of spring, March 20th, it should be 60 some degrees, and then it will go cold again. And that will come back and forth. We'll mow down these plants and let new things start popping up. There's another bee house with the reeds, which are really good for the solitary bees that like the leafcutter bees that use leaves to pack in and protect their eggs and pupa, and also for the mason bees, which use mud to do that. Other bees will do their nests in the ground. So this is the end of winter, and we're looking forward to spring. Thanks for joining me today.